We have reached our last segment talking about business and investment strategy in 2013, and we're going to have another view from Mr. Ariana Nur Akbar. He's from Research and Analysis Division of Monex Investindo Futures to conclude his view toward our topic. When we talk about the resiliency of Indonesian economic environment or climate, let's say, we strongly believe that we are quite good and surviving. Yeah. But the question will be, will investment and also strong domestic consumption remain the main drivers of growth this year in 2013? Can we expect the same thing happen when we try to compare in 2012, Mas Ariana?
I think consumption, domestic consumption, is one of the many factors, core factors of the growth. Because we still need, if we talk about consumption, we have to consume. Okay? Yeah. We have these resources. We don't directly consume these resources. We have to process it. It goes along any process, any progress, any modification, adjustment, and things like that. But unfortunately, during this consumption ideas of how we can get this, is that we are getting it from outside. Yeah. Okay. So
you said dependency from others.
We have to be independent. Make the policies is a win-win solution for us, for the country itself.
Well, in detail, what kind of economic policies Indonesia actually need to safeguard this country's economic resilience and performance for the longer run?
I think it's about protection of the product, the domestic product, the domestic services. We cannot depend on the standard from the outside. We have to make our standard imply to the regulation that we have and make it into a agreement with the foreigners that we have the upper hand. You can invest here, you can have the ideas of return, but we still have the control so that it will not go wild as they can expect that they have this big return, but we don't have anything.
The authority is still on us in a way.
Yes.
You use the word protection. You reminds me that on contrary to what I believe, during the break we discussed about this also, when we talk about the major reputable, let's say, bank industries, the other big companies and corporates, it turns out that on Indonesia case or context, it's the small and medium industries happen to be the backbone, the natural backbone of our national economic development. Have they been, let's say, well protected, well nurtured, because they are also play a significant role here?
Yes, that is one point. It is important to us that we have to educate, to support this small and middle economy of industry, because they are the backbone. They are the real sector of the economy. So it should be like the banking sectors, the finance sector, supporting them, make them bigger, and then make them evaluate themselves, make it better, and let them spread out the network so that we have dependency on ourselves. So instead of getting from the outside, we have our own food, we have our own industry, we have our own income.
And not to mention also human capital, as the resources
yes.
Here. Well, Mr. Ariana, before we close up this talk show this evening, related to the economic outlook in 2013, what will be your tips from Monex Investindo Futures for both either investors or traders for 2013?
Okay, instead of looking at data or economic data or maybe policies, regarding any policies from outside, okay, any policies that will be applied here or outside, back again that we have to know why, and we have to know when. So we have to be really quick on making decision.
Responsive.
So on that terms, on that measures, we have to continue to sustain this kind of focus. Don't let it lose. Just stay focused on what is going on. Adjust ourselves And these two factors, when and why, must be at a sustainable way of phase.
I see. In the end, sustainability will be the key defining factor here.
Which also leads to competitiveness.
I see.
That's it.
Mr. Ariana Nur Akbar from Research and Analysis Division of Monex Invest in the Futures. Thank you so much for sharing your perspective and insight with us. Best luck for you and Monex Invest in the Futures as well. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
And that's wrap up our talk show for this time. Hope to have you soon in the next Economic Buzz with other issues to bring up in the discussion. I'm Erwin Suryabrata, wishing you best luck in doing your business today. Let's talk about your business only on eBuzz.